Hi, everybody. Welcome to Petra's Happy Place. How are you doing today? I hope everybody's doing really well. Um, I have a lot to talk about today, and I hope I remember everything. I did set everything out so that I could try to remember. I have some tea going. Oh, by the way, I got some new lipstick. Mm, It's called Spiced Cider. I had to have it for the fall. Come on. And I got this cute mug that a dear, dear friend sent to me just out of the blue. Isn't that lovely? I love it. I love it so much. You know who you are. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot thank you enough. So I've got some tea. I have some spiced orange tea. Can you tell I'm ready for the fall? I really am ready for the fall. So, um, I love that look. When you put lipstick on a mug, I love it. Some people go, "Oh, that's gross." I love it. That means I put my mark on my cup. um, so today is September 11th, and I have oh, I keep, you know, I remember years ago, I would, during the month of September, I would like have birthday month. Remember that? Oh, who has the time and energy for that? I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did that. But I have a dear friend who's got a birthday today. Happy birthday, Adele. I love you. Um, So if I've missed your birthdays, I'm sorry. I haven't been keeping up with birthday month, but I do know Adele's because it was right before mine. And I know Sandy from Left is Right Crochet has a birthday this month too. Can't remember the day. And Crystal from Bag a Day has a birthday this month. Lots of good birthdays. So, okay, anyway. Um Today being September 11th, I just for the first time in 20 years, I feel like 9/11 has kind of taken the back seat to so much of what's going on, and it bothers me a lot. Um, I think it affects me differently. I mean, I remember exactly where I was, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. Remember exactly where you were when you heard about the attack on the United States and on the towers, and then the Pentagon, and then in Pennsylvania. Um, it holds a significant meaning for me because my ex-husband worked for the Secret Service. And he had a major role in the safety of those in Washington, D.C. And when we heard about it, we had been on our anniversary. I'm sharing this because I think we all need to remember and keep in mind what it means. It didn't meant something, it still means something today. Um, we were on an anniversary weekend, and we had just gotten to a shopping area, and they had just opened, and we saw, I mean, a man from one of the kiosks was screaming, oh no, oh no. And I don't remember everything that he was saying, but he was obviously in distress. And my then husband ran to help because that's what he does, and he ran to see what was wrong, and the man was staring at a screen and just crying, and he looked at the screen, and immediately his instinct kicked in. He grabbed my hand, and we ran to the car, and just he we were about 3 hours away from Washington, D.C., and we turned the radio on and we were listening to the live broadcasts, and I'm talking raced. He was going at least 100 miles an hour all the way home. We got out of the car, and his parents had been there watching the kids. He rushed in to go change into his uniform and told me and the kids, I don't know when I'll be back. And he ran out the door, and we didn't see him for probably about 24 hours. The whole way, we heard all of the attack. We listened to the we listened to the tower fall, both of them. We listened to the Pentagon, and then we also, I'm sorry, this is a downer for some people. I'm so sorry, but I really feel like we need to remember this. And then as soon as the Pentagon hit, um, the Pentagon was hit, excuse me, he kept yelling, the White House is next. The White House is next. I've got to get back. And he was racing and racing and racing. So when and this is all on the way back to the house, um and when the Pennsylvania plane crashed, he said that was meant for the White House. I don't know how he knew it, but he knew it. And sure enough, that's exactly what was going on. So it had a it had a different meaning for me. I didn't have anybody specifically that was hurt or killed in any of the crashes, in any of the attacks, but it was my country that was attacked, and it was done by people who hated Americans for the only reason that they were Americans. That should incense everybody. Everybody. Okay. Just remember all the families that are still being affected today. All the children that are being raised without a father or mother or both. Parents who are living without their child. Lots of stuff to remember. And don't just remember, please pray. Please pray for these people, these families. Please continue to pray for this nation. It is under attack. It still is to this very day. I have no doubt about that. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay? All right. So tomorrow is a special day for me. It is going to be my birthday tomorrow, and um, I got a text or a message from a dear friend whose birthday's today, and she said, "Check your mailbox." So I did, and this was in the mail. What could it be? I have no idea. So let's rip into this. Okay. Now, it's from Amazon. It didn't come from her, obviously. Um, but she was so sweet to think of me. Okay, happy birthday, Petra. I'm not sure if you will like these or not. I thought of a keychain, but decided, oh, but I decided on a diamond painting. Girlfriend, what did you do? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I got two diamond. Adele, I have been wanting something like this for a long, long time. Okay, hold on a minute. Excuse me. Oh, wow. This is amazing. Okay, I can't open it. Why can't I open it? Ah, you shouldn't have. This is amazing. Okay, this is a diamond paint. This was not going to be about diamond painting. I'm telling you, it was going to be about crochet only. But look at that. I saw this at one point. I went, I love this. And it was on my wish list too. I love it. Do you guys see it? There's the face of Jesus and the lion of Judah, and the cross. And you see the three crosses. This is amazing. Oh, I love it so much. Oh, my word. And then they have the drills. Thank you so much for that. Oh, goodness gracious. That is so amazing. And then there's another one. What? Now, this is in a different package. I've never had one in a package like this. Okay. Let me see if I can get it out of the packaging. I probably need to keep this because this is the company, I guess, that Tiny Fun that made it. Oh, I've never had anything like this either. But this is so cute. Today I will do what I can and let that be enough. I love it. I love it. I want to put this up on my wall in the office where I work. Then nobody can say, "You're not doing enough." It is enough. It is enough. Adele, thank you so, so much, sweetheart. You don't know how much I appreciate those wonderful gifts. That is just beautiful. And then I don't think there's anything in, no, nothing else in there. So thank you, dear. Okay, let me put all this stuff away. But I had to open that up for you guys to see. Okay. Um, I want to talk about, that's a great saying because that's something that I wanted to talk about, being enough. Life, guys, life. Uh, I mean, I don't even have anything going on, major stressful. It's just life. We had some stuff going on several weeks ago, and it was just about ready to kill Mr. Happy. And I pray for him, and I won't go into details, but please, not physically kill him. I mean, physically, yes, but it wasn't something um, that happened that could have killed him and didn't. It was something emotionally and mentally so much that we did not think he would make it. So, if you would please pray, continue to keep Mr. Happy in your prayers, I appreciate it. Okay, one moment. Okay, so let's talk crochet. Um, yeah, letting things be enough. Um, I'm realizing, and I've got several projects that I'm working on that are crochet related, and I've got some diamond paintings um, that I was making for my coworkers. And I'm I'm thinking about it now, and I'm not going to go back on it. I'm going to continue it, but I realize that I don't know as if they are going to appreciate. I know one of them is, but I don't think that they're going to appreciate the time and effort that I am putting into what I'm doing. And it's it bothers me. I know it shouldn't bother me, but it does. Um, yeah, it really does because I'm spending more time making things for them than I am doing for myself. Not that I want to be I don't want to be selfish, but one of the things that drew me back to crochet, and the reason why I love it, is because I can make things that make me happy. And because I haven't done anything that makes me happy, that I'm trying to do things for others, hoping that it'll make them happy. Um, that it's disturbing because you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Because some of you have expressed how you have given a gift, um, and they do not treasure it, and that is so upsetting. Um, but nonetheless, like I said, I'm going to continue doing it. But I have a feeling that this is going to be my last year, um, like really going all out to make something um, handmade that takes hours and days and weeks and months to make. That's just not what I want. That's not what I want. And I realize that it's causing me a lot of angst. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like I've lost my crojo. And I just keep pressing on, and it's not enjoyable, but I keep pressing on, hoping that the joy is going to come back. Well, it's going to come back as soon as I finish these projects. That's what it is. So I have, for my one coworker, this is how many squares I have. Looking at it like that, I can kind of see the blues and the greens going together. What do you think? I do have another bag full um, of blues. And when I get done today filming, I'm going to lay out all of the, the squares that I do have to kind of evaluate and see how big this is going to be. Um, I have got 40 squares done, which is more than what I had anticipated having. Um, I only need 20 more squares, which I can easily do in 1 month, but then I have to allow another month to put it together. So that's one thing. The other thing is this particular project is this was the gold top that I was going to be making my one coworker, and I don't know if you'll recall, but it was this, and I was gonna, like wrap it, and then it was gonna have a wrap, and then it was gonna have it was constructed very differently, and I said no, I'm not gonna do that because I couldn't get it quite right. So I this morning, excuse me, I picked up the end and I just started crocheting something else. Now, this is going to be, I think I shared with you already, but this is going to be the Darla's sweater, the little sweater top. So this is going to be going like so, around the neck. And then it's going to be top down. And as soon as I get to here, I'm going to measure. Now, she's got much skinnier arms than I do, so I don't have to allow quite so much room. But anyway, I'm going to make it a crop, and I've got plenty of yarn, and I know where to go in case I don't have enough yarn. But I'm using the Hobby Lobby Soft Secret. Like it's like the uh, Simply Soft, and I'm going to be using my 5mm H furls hook. And that's the other thing, guys. I love my furls and I haven't been able to use them. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So, anyway, yeah, I got the first 2 rows done, and it's I had forgotten how to make it. So I'm going to be watching the videos or the tutorial, and I'll get the hang of it. And then once I get the hang of the pattern, I should be able to just work on it while I'm mindlessly doing something else. I can work on this mindlessly while I do watch a video or TV or whatever. So that should not take very long. Um, Now, I have been doing some major rearranging in my room, and it's been kind of an interesting go, um, because I've really did some major rearranging as well as getting rid of or putting away a lot of stuff. Now you see the boxes behind me, all of those have books in them, all of my craft books. I have all of the um, crochet books, all of those books, the patterns and everything are in those boxes, and there's 6 boxes. I think one of them has Bible study kind of stuff, but so there's 5 boxes of patterns and books. That's a lot. I'll never get through them. I know that. But am I going to get rid of anything right now? No. So, um, anyway, I've done some major rearranging. I'm trying to eliminate stuff or put stuff away that I'm not immediately going to use. But I have a lot of stuff over there on the floor and just piled up, and I'm too embarrassed to even talk about it. It's bad because I had wanted to have it as my background again, but I don't think it'll ever be my background again. Um, but I've got my yarn is still over there, um, but it doesn't look as pretty. And the reason is that I got all my stuff piled up in front of it. But I look at it. I'm not in my room as often as I had been, so I haven't had a chance to look at it much. But I will eventually start going over there and pulling stuff off and start making stuff because I really, really want to. Okay, so I was cleaning out those drawers, that the plastic drawers from Walmart. Um, I'd been rearranging those and some of my shelving units and stuff. And I was pulling stuff out of the drawers. One, I thought it was all like um scrap. And when I mean scrap, just like like balls of stuff that I had left over. Um, Speaking of which, I know I need to make some scrap projects, by just taking some of these and just making something. um, one of my things is I don't particularly like the scrappy looks. Now, I'm sure I could probably, make stuff that doesn't look scrappy. I could make a hat. If I could make it look striped if I find colors, then it won't look scrappy. But these scrappy baskets and the scrappy rugs and things like that, I'm really not into that. I don't, maybe I should look into that again though, because I have a little my cubbies. Um, I could really use baskets to go in there, um, to hold the things to make it look more uniform. Then again, if it's like scrappy stuff, it's not gonna look uniform. I don't know. I'm just funny that way. Well, anyway, while I was doing that, I came across my Kristen Amdahl yarn that were in these little packs. Now these are all number one fingering weight packs. This is 100% bam. Now it's bothering me. Now I can't remember. Is it bamboo? I think it's bamboo. But I had gotten a whole bunch of these in all different colors. I mean, and I hadn't made anything with them. So I'm thinking, I need to decide if I want, maybe if I could lay them out, like in a color, some kind of a color palette, if you will. And I mean, because I got lots of them. Each one of these has, I want to say, I want to say 100 yards. I think each bag has 100 yards. So let's see here. What all I have. I mean, I have tons and tons. So I've got, purples and burgundies, light pink, greens. Now these two are different. They're multicolor, but these are all like purple. And this is a multi too, but all of these are basically colors that would really look pretty together. I should be able to make something, make like a a wrap. Uh, Now, a shawl being triangular, I don't think would look right, but a wrap would look amazing, and maybe I could somehow incorporate some beads into it. Smart thinking. Yeah. And then I had this yarn. It's a Be So Tender yarn. That was in this. I think she had these mystery bags or something like that. I can't remember. This was years ago. Um, and there was this yarn here. This is Be So Bold yarn. Uh, oh, this one came out of a bag. This is a gold color. I don't know where the bag is that it was in. Um, oh, here's another one of these. I think, is this the same? No, there's two different colors. But anyway, just thinking that might be something nice to make. I could make something really pretty with all this. And this is enough to, I don't know what this is enough to do. I don't know. But so, yeah, scrap yarn. Who knew all this beautiful stuff was in my scrap yarn? Well, I knew, but I just had forgotten. Out of sight, out of mind. That's why when I look over there and I look at my shelves and there's some empty shelves, I go, I need to get more yarn, but I keep forgetting. There's a whole stack of yarn behind me that, yeah, hasn't been used. And they're even broken up into different projects. I probably got like 30 bags in two bins down there, 30 different projects that I have put aside the yarn together to make the actual project. See, I have too much stuff. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on with me crochet wise. Um, I have a little black shelf that has 9 cubbies in it. And I've got all the things that I'm going to be making for myself that I want to make for myself on one um and I just realized there's a bag missing from over there, but on one row. So I've got right now 3, and with this one over here, 4 projects that are for myself, and then I've got the bottom one is for gifts, and that's where I got this one here. But I've also got, other stuff for other people that, guys, just please pray for me. Now, um, I I think I want to issue a challenge. I issued this, and Deb from One More Whip